What's going on, world? It's your boy Zoe here, back at the spot with Museum TV here at the Muse, man. Shout out to the big homies for letting us use this space. Today we have a very special guest. His name is KSAP. Welcome, KSAP, to Museum TV.
Well, bro, I appreciate you having me, bro.
100%,
Blessing.
bro. So I'm gonna start off with the, soft landing for you. KSAP, for those who may not know, right? What does your name stand for, and then why did you choose it?
All right, so my name, KSAP. First of all, I'm going to give the first little explanation. It stands for Kobe Saperstein, which is my real name. But the real meaning of what KSAP stands for is keep standing as proof. So the reason why I chose keep standing as proof is I want to be and I am the proof for other people that you can do anything you put your mind to. Any room you're in, any environment you come from, anywhere you are, you can do whatever you want with your mind, So keep standing as proof. That's what it really means, it stands for. And I wanted a deeper meaning to go behind my name. It holds weight when you walk around. It's not just a little side name.
Right. Keep standing as proof, like almost like your existence is embodying your experience.
It's proof.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As long as you stay alive.
I mean, even longer.
Yeah.
That's what legend is. It's legendary. Leaving a mark. Proof is a mark that goes on years and years. When they come up with the first things in whatever it is that's proof, that stays around forever. Even when the people that died that figured out that proof, whatever it is, it keeps lasting.
Right. The same way people refer back to that proof to prove what's going on right now.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Exactly.
So, you kind of grew up around this music stuff. You've been making music since you were 13 and being seen in school and performing.
Yeah.
So what was it like speaking, over the loudspeaker to your classmates before this music career took off? Like seeing you on the loudspeaker, speak in your school is like insane, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's a crazy feeling. Honestly, it's just having a community, to be able to know that I have a community that has my back and I kind of have that backbone of a community. It means a lot to me. It's the same thing as like you got to build your community from where you're at in the first place. You know what I mean? If you leave too soon without building a community, I mean, you have
no support.
Exactly. You got no support and you have nothing to come back to and lean on.
Right.
So I made that community and it just so happens to be that it's in school.
Right.
So that helped out.
And what is it like being from Medford? Like, if you could describe the culture of Medford, Massachusetts in a sentence, what would you say for those who are ignorant?
I'd say Medford, in a way, is diverse and it's a great place to be and there's a great community. But the thing about the community is you have to be outgoing to get it, just like anywhere else.
Oh.
So for me, I had to step outside and go find that community that was already waiting for me. So I feel like the biggest thing about Medford is not a lot of people understand that we have so many resources there for us. So you just got to go and get those resources because they're there. So it's a very great place. I'm so blessed to be from there and a lot of great people and supportive people.
What makes you so outgoing and ready to connect with other people and not be afraid, be confident in yourself?
I just grew up in an outgoing family.
Y'all was loud as
Yeah,
hell.
there you go. Yeah, we are loud. I mean, I got a single mom.
Okay.
So she always taught me like, yo, you got to stand up for yourself and go get what you want.
Right.
Nothing's being handed to you. It's not going to be put on your table to go get it. So you got to get up, step out and go get it yourself. So I think that's the biggest thing about being outgoing. But I'm also a people person.
Yeah,
I love connecting with people.
I see it. Even you were talking about, while you're talking about your mom and how she taught you to be a go-getter, how important was this support from her? You recently just put out a video saying like, there's always people who don't believe in you, but your mom was one of those people who wholeheartedly believe in you.
Every day.
And I bet that was really important to making you a complete version of yourself.
100%, bro. I mean, it meant everything to me, and it still means everything to me because that's still what I wake up with every day of my life. And I know my mom's watching, so she's gonna hear this.
Shout out, Mom.
But yeah, man, amazing, bro. And especially, I think growing up with a single parent on your side, I'm not saying people with both parents aren't as close to their parents, but it made it easy for me and my mom to she's my rock. You know what I mean? And it just made it so easy for us to become so close. So, it's been a blessing, bro. And just waking up in bed and, walking out your room and knowing that you have someone that's on your team and on your side right as you start your day, bro, it means everything.
It does mean everything.
I mean,
I grew up with two parents and I grew up trying to be sneaky and hide stuff from my parents.
I got you.
I had to outgrow that.
Okay.
So your engagement, let's talk about your engagement online.
Please, let's do it.
Your engagement online is insane. What's the philosophy behind how you tell your story on social media?
Man, authenticity and focusing on building community. Like we've already said, like we've all talked about it now, community. But I think one of my biggest things bringing into this year is just being authentic and being myself. what I now put in my music and what I put in all of my videos is completely me. KSAP isn't a mask for Kobe. Kobe and KSAP is dynamic. It's the same person, you know? So you're not getting a mask. So I feel like the reason why my engagement goes good on Instagram is because I'm not wearing a mask when I'm making my stuff.
People can feel that.
People can feel that and understand that I'm making things that are relatable and authentic to who I am. So I want to connect with you and make a video that can, you know, connect with somebody across the world too.
Definitely.
And that's the authenticity. And another reason why my engagement is good, and this is going to everybody watching, stop buying followers and buying engagement and fucking your account.
Damn, he exposed. Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying this is because the process is something that everybody needs to understand. Life is about journey and process, and especially what you're doing. And one of the biggest things that's happening, especially in the city right now, is people just fucking buy followers and bought their accounts and buy comments and, you know, put a face on and a mask and act. And it's one of the worst things you can do. Like, people don't understand. Don't ask about how things are going good for somebody else if you're faking everything, you know, especially faking numbers, bro. Like, I don't understand how people are waking up like that and knowing that they're faking everything.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
Like, yo, it's a process, bro.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing about engagement. You're not going to get engagement if everything numbers wise is fake.
Fake. And also too, the process is not necessarily about turning into somebody you're not. It's about becoming who you're supposed to be.
Exactly. And honestly, bro, in all honesty, the process isn't even about numbers at the end of the day. It's about impact. It's always been impact over numbers, impact over views, impact over everything.
Right.
So what impact are you really making? And, you know, I know we're going to talk about it later, but yo, being in school, I'm so blessed because I get to walk through the halls every day and see the impacts happening in real time.
Right.
Every single person that's around me and walks past me in the halls, it's like, yo, that song that you just put out, bro, I fuck with it. Or that video that I just put out or anything. And now it's translating to real life when I'm going outside and like I'm going places, people might recognize me. But being able to be in the school especially and have people around me understanding the impact and contributing it to it, because it's not about me. Like, this is about us as Medford as a city, as Boston as a city. So it's always been impact over the numbers, bro. And it'll forever be like that. Even as my numbers start to keep evolving and going, you just got to remember that.
That's
impact.
Amazing, bro. So you know, what you're really touching on is really connecting to the hearts and minds of people, and that right there is irreplaceable. I want to actually segue into, you were talking about your music.
Let's do it.
You know, your song 100 Miles. If 100 Miles had a secret message that no one picked up yet, what would it be?
Bro, honestly, I'd say value your energy.
Oh, that's deep.
And when I created it, and this goes into creating the song, I've actually never talked about this.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I've never talked about
Here
this.
at the museum.
Yeah,
TV.
we had the right spot. We had the right spot,
man.
Now, when I created this song in the first place, bro, honestly, I don't really work out of studios. I work either out of my home studio. Sometimes I'll go over to an in-person studio, or I'll be working with my guy Sankin, who has a home studio built out of his house. Because that's our environment, you know what I mean? So it was just us two sitting there, and when we created the song, there was just so much energy going into it, and we kind of hit this flow state where we just kept going, and the whole song was just about energy, and the energy was radiating in the room, right? And, you know, it made it to the song perfectly.
Value your
I'd
energy.
say valuing your energy.
So, you know, you're still young. What's a mistake that you made early on that you think has helped shape your sound now? I mean, you've definitely learned, and you got much more to learn, no? But what was that mistake?
I'd say trying to be like everybody else.
I think we all fall into that.
Yeah, trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
And not understanding what authenticity was.
Really?
But everything happens for a reason. So I'm always, you know, everything happens for a reason. It pans out a certain way for a reason. So
yeah.
I never regret anything that I've done or look back on the past in certain ways. Like, it happened for a reason. But I just think, I guess, like, experimenting with stuff that wasn't who I am, and I knew it deep down, but I was just trying to fit into the expectation. So when I stopped doing that and I became myself, you know, I think that's when things started to get better for me.
So first you were in the box, then you broke out.
And I broke out the box.
Good man.
Don't ever box yourself in.
There you go, guys.
Don't ever box yourself in.
You were nominated for a Boston Music Award for that video. How did that recognition change the way you see your own art? Like, you know, it could have got to your head, bro.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean, I think, number one, shout out the Boston Music Awards, all the people on the staff and committee. Thank you for recognizing me. It means so much to me.
Man, you're so grateful.
Yeah, I'm very grateful, bro. Yeah. I'm very grateful. I thank God every day. Man, I would just say that, first of all, recognition is one of the most amazing feelings.
It is.
Especially to be in your city and be recognized, bro. It feels so good. I guess the way it made my view change is just understanding that things happen differently for different people. And I guess I realized that I was watching other people's path a little too much. And that's what taught me to just focus on my lane. You know, it's some things happen for people earlier, some things happen for people later, but if you stick with it, it's going to happen. And it taught me a lot about manifestation as well, because we had that in our minds for, 8 months before it even happened, you know? So, it really taught me the power of my mind.
Right.
And, envisioning things before it truthfully comes into life that's tangible.
Yeah, that's called visualization.
It's visualization.
Yep. Yep. So, you got tired of watching other people's highlight reels and you said, I'm about to focus on my own.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you definitely did.
Thank you, bro.
If you could justify one wild, creative idea to the world, even if people don't get it yet, what would that be? I mean, throw your line out there, man.
For me or for anybody?
You. Justify one wild, creative idea to the world, even if people couldn't understand it right now. What would it be?
Bro, I'd say standing on top of a building and singing your music over an amplifier. Like something crazy.
Risking death.
Risking life.
Death.
Yeah, just anything. Honestly, I love doing things that are out of the box, bro, and take me out of my own comfort zone.
Yeah, once you broke out that box, you was never going back in.
Exactly. Anything that takes you out of your comfort zone, I love it. We'll get to it later, but the performance feeling, like you get this feeling in your chest every time you feel a little bit of fear, even though you can do it. So once you break past that and do it, bro, that's the best high you can get in the world.
To build off of what you said, I watched there was a movie scene. In the movie scene, you might have known this. The guy was telling his friend, he was like, whenever you're scared, that's when you have to jump.
Exactly. You gotta jump. It's like straight jump. Like, don't even think, just jump.
Like, that's your indicator to jump.
Exactly, just jump. Everything jump. I love taking risks, bro.
100. I mean, risk is the only thing that can move your life forward.
Move the needle.
I want to get into personality and culture, right? What's something fans would never guess about you from your music or your online presence? Let them in.
Damn, I'd say, I think I'm going to go back to authenticity for the first reason. I'm going to give you two things, but the reason I'm going to say authenticity is because people are so used to seeing a mask put on.
Yeah, bro.
So, I want the people that are watching me to understand, like, there's no mask here. This is me. And it's not about me. It's about us. This is me and my community and my fan base and everybody who goes along the way with me, But the second thing I would say is, there's so much to talk about. Let's come back to it because I want to give the right thing.
Okay,
I want to give the right thing.
A lot of artists, right, they have rituals, things that they do repeatedly.
Okay.
Do you have anything weird or surprising you do before creating or performing? Do you eat like a dill pickle before the
Boss.
Boss. I did.
Boss.
Well, I didn't think about how it would look. Do you listen to a certain song the same
honestly,
same time?
Honestly, bro, no.
Okay.
And the reason why, I feel like I've never really had like rituals like that. But I feel like some things like rituals for me, I feel like it boxes me in. Like something that you have to do before you do something. It feels kind of like boxy. I don't like that feeling.
It's not natural.
It's unnatural. I just like going into it and flowing,
100, bro.
I don't like to, you should never think too much because you got it. Like, I know I got it. So why think too much?
That's the confidence you was talking about. Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
She really made a beast. So people talk about culture and influence, right? What do you want your impact and culture to be, not just your sound?
Bro, I want my impact, first of all, to be to show everybody that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here and there's all the people that knew me from when I was very, very young and have grown up with me. I know because I've heard it in first person from coming out of them. Bro, it's crazy that some of the things you're doing now. And I just feel like a lot of people don't understand that you can grasp anything you want. Anything you want, you can have. And that's what I want my impact to be, to show others that you can get what you want. Like, it's not about me. You know what I mean? It's about everybody around me. And, of course, myself. But it's not just about me. Right. That's what I want my impact to leave.
So your impact is you're not selfish. You're really not selfish.
No. But I think sometimes you have to be selfish for yourself.
Right.
You have to be selfish.
Right.
To get to the places you want to be. But I want my impact to show others that you can do what you want. Like, don't sit behind your screen and watch me the whole day.
Right.
Go get what you want yourself.
Get on your own journey.
Exactly.
Absolutely, bro.
No matter what it is, everybody's is different. You don't have to chase what I'm chasing. You don't have to go after what I'm doing. Go after what you want to do.
But just keep this in mind. It's attainable. I think as long as humans have hope, we can survive. The moment that hope is lost, that's when we give up.
It's very attainable. It's there already. You just haven't got up to go grab it yet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. I actually do talk like that. It's already ready. Just go grab it.
There.
Where are you headed next, man? What's the next milestone you're chasing that no one knows about yet?
I'd say just my brand and my identity.
Okay.
Tying that all together. I'd say the biggest thing is really strengthening the sound, the music, the pen. Everything that goes into making great music. And it takes time because it takes reps and it takes every day. But the work is being put in.
Yeah.
And it's happening.
That's smirk. So you got something loading that you can't really talk about
sure.
yet.
Everybody's going to see. And there's a lot of other things too, a lot. But, I like to keep some of the things that I speak.
Man, keep it tucked, man. Don't let these people know. Don't let them see you coming. So if you could collaborate with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would the track be about?
Drake.
Okay, that was quick. And what would Drake? And what would the track be about?
I think music and when you create it is very in the moment based.
Circumstantial.
Absolutely. But I think it would definitely be an R&B track, very melodic.
So you're not getting Drake on the rapping. You want him to sing?
No. Yeah, no, we're singing. We're getting melodic. Like we're making melodic music. I don't know what would be in it though. I think it's very situation based in the moment. You might be feeling something different every single time you get there, but I want something that's meaningful, that can be stamped and remembered, and not something that's a quick trend to come and go.
Absolutely. So you're doing music, bro, and you're still balancing school, life. What motivates you to keep pushing when things get heavy? I mean, not a lot of people are self-motivated, but artists especially have to be the most self-motivated.
I'd say I get one chance at this. You know what I mean? And I wake up every day and I see things happening around me knowing that I can get everything I want. So I'd be doing myself and my life a disservice if I didn't give it my all every time I wake up and get another chance. Like, I always put life is perspective. You know what I mean?
It is.
And the one thing that people can't take from you is your mental. And I'll never know how you think and you'll never know how I think. Like, we'll never understand that about each other because I can't be in your head and you can't be in mine.
Right. And I haven't lived your life. And you
exactly. So what goes on in my head every day is understanding that I have a great opportunity and I've already made it this far. So why stop now? And I just keep waking up every day and just get into it.
I got a rapid fire question for you.
Let's go. Come on.
Quick, fun segment, right? Biggest distraction when you should be working?
Oh my gosh. Getting on the phone, bro.
Getting on the damn phone. Stay off the phone.
I type the notepad when I'm making music, but bro, getting on the phone, not putting do not disturb on and just fucking scrolling Snapchat, scrolling Reels, scrolling TikTok. Bro, scrolling. Definitely scrolling.
Definitely.
Definitely scrolling.
What is the worst habit that you have to break?
Damn, I don't know, bro. I'd say in certain aspects, procrastination.
Yeah.
I'm good at not procrastinating, but there's certain things that I procrastinate. Like, damn, let me give an example. Like, if I got to get an edit done by like 10 p.m. for a video, I might have that edit of my day done by like 11 because I scrolled a little too much. So I'd say just getting in front of, it all goes back to being on the phone too much.
Yeah,
bro.
being on the phone too much.
Yeah, being on the phone.
If you had to retire your artist name tomorrow, what new name would you pick instead of KSAP?
Standing keep as proof.
Oh my God, you just flipped that joint around.
Standing keep as proof.
I can't even be mad at you. That was quick. One word that describes your vibe right now, your music, your style, your brand, your culture.
Different.
Different.
But you have to really listen to hear the difference.
Okay.
I'd say that's my voice.
That was kind of hard, though. You have to really listen.
You got to really listen.
Difference.
But I'd say it's my voice, though, too. I feel like I have and it's not that my range is insane or I go very low. It's just that I feel like my voice is distinctive. You know? There's a lot of artists you listen to and it's very distinctive. You can tell.
Because you know off rip.
Because you know. Yeah, you know. Like, I feel like if you put me on compared to other people, then you'll know that it's me. I just feel like I don't sound like anybody else. And that's what I love about myself.
Absolutely.
You know?
So being from Massachusetts, right, you must already be thinking, I'm from MA, right? And I've got a bigger responsibility on my shoulders to put on, especially being from Medford, right? What do you think about bringing people together in Massachusetts, people who aren't accustomed to each other, and bringing them together, say for a feature or for a song with you? How important is that to you?
Community means everything. It's very important to me. And the truth of the matter is that somebody has to make it first. And one of the biggest problems, especially in the Massachusetts and even more so Boston scene.
You can say it.
Boston. One of the biggest problems with the Boston scene is there's a lot of envy and jealousy going around. And when somebody's turn is coming up, it's every other artist's and creative responsibility to lift them up so they can get there. That's one of the biggest problems.
And what do you see instead?
People being more supportive. It's not all about artists coming together and making music together. It's not all about me telling you, yo, let's go shoot a video together. It's more like, yo, I post a video, like if you like what I'm doing, bro, show love. Mm-hmm. If I like what you're doing, I'm gonna show love. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right. It doesn't cost anything.
Showing love doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost a penny.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, it's bringing the scene up at the same time.
Absolutely.
So
I want to know, what kind of infrastructure do you feel like you would need, or artists like you would need, to propel their career to the highest levels?
Career-wise, I just think it's all about discipline. Everything is discipline.
But I was kind of like directing you to, like, do you think it's labels? Do you think it's resources in the city? Do you think it's studios? Like, what kind of infrastructure do you feel like would be responsible for people's success or improvement?
I feel like there's a lot of resources there. I think the biggest problem is just not getting up to go search and look for them.
Right.
And a lot, especially the city, is that we have a lot of things going on. You just got to imprint yourself into them.
And people don't talk about that. Yeah, we have resources, but you have to insert yourself in that community.
A resource isn't going to come and grab you out of your house.
No.
It's not going to grab you off your social media. It's not going to grab you out of the videos that you make saying that we don't have resources. It's all there.
It's all there.
Resources are there. And most of the times you don't need more because they're not being filled up.
Absolutely.
There's many spaces, bro. And there's a lot of people with their hands out like this, ready to help you.
Damn.
Like this.
You're not going to get fed that way.
Never.
All right. So I see you rolling around with D4. I don't know if he's your manager.
D4 is my manager, but he's really, that's like my mentor.
That's your mentor.
He's my manager, my mentor. He's like, he plays a father figure role in my life too. Like he's really my mentor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How important is it to have, and respect to the OGs? I'm glad you're showing respect to your elders.
For sure.
How important is it to have an elder right there with you in the process, mentoring you, guiding you, and keeping you safe from vultures and predators?
Shout out D4. Everything, bro. Everything. And one thing I think that's really overlooked now is that people who've been on Earth longer than you are gonna know some things more than you. Because when you're wise, it comes from time. There's a lot of things that come from time that people understand. And I think just sitting back and putting your ego and your pride to the side and just being open to learn, a lot of people in your life have the book open like this. You know what I mean? They're ready to give you game. Just sit in there.
So all you have to do is just ask.
Ask.
Yeah.
And when you let it in, bro, you're going to understand so much more about everything. And you're just, like we say, bro, the resources are there, but you got to be willing to get up and go grab them.
You got to go grab them.
But yeah, man, shout out D4. It plays a huge role in everything I'm doing, man.
And I've definitely seen you, if anyone were to check your social media page, they would see you, going to go take those resources and show up.
Of course.
You sat down with your principal and you let her know what was going on.
Of course.
Right?
Every day.
And she was happy that you got accepted into
Berklee College of Music.
Man, that's fucking amazing. So it's like, what does that mean to you? The fact that you were able to sit down with your principal and let her know your goals and your dreams, to be a student, pursue a music career, to get nominated for an award, have to go back home and do your homework. You know what I mean? How impactful and significant is that to you in your career, knowing that you have community and that you are taking advantage of the resources provided to you and the mentorship provided to you?
It's everything, and it's proof. Everything that I told you is proof, and I applied it to show people that it's there sitting for you. And what I mean by it's everything is that, bro, it was sitting there for me, and I went to go get it. You know what I mean? If you're an artist in your school and you're in high school, go and take advantage of the resources. Most days of the week, I sit down with teachers and I create content about my music. It's there, bro. all these people are humans at the end of the day. They're humans. They want, like I said, they want to help you out. So, I think people are just too scared to go and do these types of things. And yeah, man, shout out Medford High School, shout out my principals, shout out my teachers. It's great to be able to know that I have that support system set up for me. And it's what I'm able to have as a backbone, you know? It propels me to get over to places like this.
Right.
You know, I'm here sitting down doing interviews in places because of the recognition I've got from that. So it means everything, bro. I'm very grateful.
Respect.
I'm very grateful, bro.
KSAP. And then the last thing too, man, what do you want your audience, your fans to kind of take from you? You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to talk about your stage presence, and I wanted to talk about how it feels to be in front of people doing your thing. Cause you know, you were in high school and you performed one of your biggest songs, and you had the entire school singing along to it. Like, that is some legendary G stuff. Like, nobody in high school could say that. But I do want to pivot into, like, what does it mean for you, for your fans to listen to your music? What do you want them to take from you? There's got to be like a moral lesson.
I want my fans and my supporters and everybody that appreciates what I'm doing to feel something. And I think that's the thing that matters the most with music. It's here for you to feel something. That's what matters the most when you're making videos. It's here for you to feel something. I'm making music for people who want to feel something. So when they're there listening, I want you to sit back and be like, "What? Like, wow, that moved me." You know? That moved me. I feel something after listening to this.
You know, that's such a universal thing. My dad always taught me that music is feeling, and feeling is universal because every human feels.
Every human feels.
So, you know, the catharsis it must, you know, give you to know that, like, damn, like, I tapped into myself and somebody else felt me. I did my damn job.
Yeah, it unexplainable, you know?
Yeah.
Unexplainable, bro.
So, talk to a 17, 18-year-old right now, right? A KSAP fan who's like, you know what? I want to pursue art. I want to be creative. I want to create content. I want people to get behind my movement, and I want to leave my mark on this world. Can you give them a fucking blueprint, KSAP?
I'll give you the greatest blueprint.
Talk to them.
I'll give I got you.
Talking to them.
The greatest blueprint is that the blueprint is already there. Every answer you're looking for is laid out for you. That blueprint is there. Every blueprint for anything you want to do is laid out. You got to look at the people who came before you. Before I sat down to go and do all the things that I'm doing now, I looked around. Okay, who has done this? And we talked about Drake before. Bro, look at Drake's blueprint. Everything is just like this. They grab the map and they lay it out on the table.
Yeah, he had Lil Wayne.
Yo, every answer that you want is here for you. Yo, especially with social media. Every answer that you want is there. You just got to believe in yourself and understand that you have things before others and even yourself can see that you have it. You got to believe it first. Everything is up here.
And but you got to take action. Talk about how important it is to take action, because we sitting around and, like you said, we watching somebody else's highlight reel, but we don't know that we can go out and go get a space and get the cameras going and do interviews. We don't know that we can go out into the street and get other people involved in our content who'd be happy to be seen on YouTube. Exactly. How important is it to take action, and how consistent do you have to take action?
I mean, being consistent taking action doesn't even matter if you don't start.
Right.
It all matters on a starting point. You have to start somewhere first. Right. It depends on starting. There's no time like now, like the present, like now. Like if you're watching this now, start now, like now. You don't get, time is unguaranteed. You know, I could die tomorrow.
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
You know?
God forbid, though.
God forbid, you know, knock on the wood. But yeah, bro, time is, you know, it's not guaranteed. So start now. You don't have all the time in the world. When people tell you, oh, you have time, like, I hate when people look at me and say, you got time, bro. Yo, you're young, you got time. I know I don't have time.
Yeah, right.
You don't have time. There's no time. You do not have time. Start now.
Your greatest resource, your greatest asset. And I would say, with that message, man, tell them what you got coming up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we're going to wrap right up. You know, tell them what you got coming up. Albums, rollout, marketing, where you going to be at. Man. Where to find you on Instagram.
I got you. Yeah. A lot of music coming, a lot of great music, a lot of content surrounding that music. A lot more about me personally, who I am. Talking about myself more, becoming more vulnerable. That's something I've really been working on. So seeing parts of my life that I may have not showcased, especially on social media before. It's all coming. we're working on some projects. I don't want to get too deep into that now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't love giving the rundown before I really got everything in rollout mode. Yeah, in my the family chat on Instagram, I get my little sneak peeks. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. The support means so much. I'm very grateful.
So how can they find you on Instagram?
What's on Instagram, handle? You can find me KSAP Music, KSAP MUSIC. You can find me on TikTok under that same handle and YouTube as well. And if you want to find me on the streaming platforms, it's KSAP, KSAP.
Respect. I want to say thank you, KSAP, for pulling up.
Love, bro.
To the Museum TV here at the Muse. Shout out to Big Homie. Shout out everybody that allows us to use this space and continue building for the city of Boston.
Christ.
Here we have artist from Medford, Massachusetts, nominated for a Boston Award, you know, performed at his high school in front of his whole entire school, and they knew his song word for word. So if anybody lets you know, whether you're in high school, you're in college, whether you're somebody who lives with your moms, you got your own apartment, nobody cares where you're at. They care about what you do, what you mean, and how you go about it.
Thanks.
Everybody can be impactful here at the Museum TV. We respect the journey, we respect the come up, and we want to let people know about it. Respect, peace, and love.